All right, let's get into this. Right, so it took me longer than I expected. That will be due to the bodywork. So paint thickness readings indicate the bodywork respray all over the car. You will see very gentle differences on the trims around it, and bumpers are evident it had a resprays, you know. So it's on some panels there is evident of dust marks in it, noticeable, which indicates it had some respray for some reason. They are obviously, when you will start looking properly, there is a gentle gaps out. What's been done to this car, I have no idea. I just know in general Jeeps has poor factory standard on a bodywork in general. That's what have I been observing, right? So the paint thicknesses are thicker than what it should be. So there is indication of resprays and various in these sections. There is a fine lines visible in a clear coat, like a filler runs in here. There are general wear on all this side skirt, blasted with the sand, with the stones, these sections. You have a light spectrum. You can see the slightly shades are out as well from the sands. Everything's blasted up here. Some marks. Again, you see there is slight gap issues. So as the bonnet, there is a gap issues. These sections are up. You can see on a paintwork when you look at it, there's a slight wavy sort of like a sort of holograms in it, like excessive sort of orange peel on it. So I can't find any sort of structure or panel replacements, but then if you prefer, then it would need to go to the body shop for investigation and matching investigation, finding manufacturer's paint thicknesses exactly, etc. if you desire. However, otherwise the other biggest concern is gentle oil in a cooling system. It's not over pressurizing anything, but it confirms as on both sides of the head, on a V engine, right, the oil comes from the head gasket areas, so that would be linked together with the weak head gasket, and at some point more likely head gasket will go. I would recommend, they said they're gonna take this, also service is due on it, right? So they're gonna take this vehicle to Jeep for the servicing, right? So I would strongly advise. There are also reasons for rejection because of the oil around the head, on both heads, around the head gasket areas, right? So, and there will be an issues down the line. The question is when. You can do laboratory test of antifreeze to establish what that substance is. That's not normal antifreeze, oily stuff around it. This side vehicle is about 1 centimeter lower, the rear section, but it looks like the shock absorber is slightly leaking, and it is down a bit. You can see that. Basically, like I said, this paint thicknesses and inside the door shut areas is being resprayed. For what reason, I have no idea. I checked as best as I can. I can't see any panel replacements, like I mentioned. This is something weird, like sand stuff put on scrapes and plastic. However, interior for the age is good. Some minor general wear marks on it, right? This door is a bit flimsy, it's not going to be opening it straight away. A bit annoying. That is sort of the vehicle. It's a bit general wear, noticeable. Coming into 9 years would be sort of expected. Everything works, you know. That side, there haven't been any faults cleared recently. You would need disc and pads. They're about 50% sort of worn. You will need this once these pads will wear out. You will need definitely discs at the front. They have corrosion and they are worn on the inside as well. these ones you might be able to get another round, but we recommend changing disc and pads once it gets there. So however, like I said, there are reasons to rejecting this vehicle, and there's also oil between the gearbox, gentle patch developing. And that's pretty much the car. I'm gonna go for the road test now, and then I'm done with this car. Once you view the report, feel free to give me a call back. Thanks for using us.